Dating. What to do and what not to do. Today I'm going to tell you about my first date, which was awesome. Just kidding, no, it sucked. But it started a legacy of awesome dates, which I'm here to share with you. And so I woke up and I said, "Bro, I'm 16. And he's like, "Oh, that means you can date." Nope, that's not how I went. Okay, well, we get over to his place and we're sitting down there playing Peggle. And he goes, "Nope, no, he didn't go." I go, "So, dude, what are we going to do for this date?" And he goes, "We should play hide and seek in IKEA." And I go, "Genius." We need another date. And so he calls up his friend and then he finds them both a date. And so we're like, oh, we're totally pumped. We're like, okay, we got this ready. And I'm like, I was just at a dance and I got her number and I was like, oh, bro, I'm gonna eventually take her on a date. And anyways, so I woke up sitting in English class, just getting a text from my friend, and he says, "Are you ready?" I'm like, yeah. And so I decide to make the call. So I send her a text saying, "Do you got a sec?" And she goes, "Yeah, sure, I got a sec." And I was like, okay. And so I fakely make my way to the bathroom. I'm like, "Teacher, can I go to the bathroom?" She goes, "Okay, yeah." And so I go to the bathroom and I'm out in the hallway. I'm like, okay. I was actually in the bathroom. I wasn't in the hallway. But I call her and I get no response. And so my heart is racing. I'm freaking out. I don't know why. I was just all nerves. And so after I call her, she's like, "Oh crap, my phone doesn't work. I can't get calls." And so she calls me back. Nope, she texts me back. And she says, "I can't get calls. Blah, blah, blah. I just screwed that up." So I'm in the hallway. I call her up. And, well, no response. And so I send her a text. I'm like, no, I don't send her a text. I sit there and wait, because I'm terrified. And I say, yeah, teenager. Anyways, so I get a frantic text back that says, "Oh crap, I can't get calls." And so I send her a text asking her out. I was like, "Hey, do you want to go on a date in 4 or so hours?" And luckily, oh so luckily, she says, "Yeah, sure, that'd be great. Tell me the details." And I sent her all the details and all the crap. Okay, so the moment of time, the important time comes. I get nervous thinking about it. Okay, so I'm sitting in my house. And like everything's going smoothly, they're all on their way. And then 15 minutes before we're supposed to leave, their dates call and cancel. Both of their dates cancel. We're playing hide and seek in IKEA. You can't exactly do that with 2 people. So what I do is I send her a text. My friends just they just got bailed on. Could you possibly get one of them a date at least? And so she's like, "Oh yeah, sure." So 15 minutes before she arrives at my house, I'm freaking out because they just canceled. So, and then like 5 minutes pass and then she's like, "Okay, I'm here." I'm like, oh crap. And so I have a fence and I go outside and I'm like walking. And the entire time I've been whining to my mom, desperately trying to figure out how this is going to work. And she's like, it's okay. She's like Mr. Cool. She's like Mr. Clean with hair, long hair, and female proportions. And I get there expecting this cute blonde to roll down the window and I get this 45-year-old woman. And so I'm like, okay. What do I do? I don't remember asking her. It was a dark lit dance room. Luckily my mom comes up and she starts talking and I'm like, okay, it's her mom. And so I look past her and I see her and she's like, "Hi!" And I'm like, "Hey!" And then I stand there awkwardly and the parents continue to converse and they find out that both the other days just canceled and so they're trying to figure out how to work it. Like, it's a toddler's play date gone sour. And so I ask her, "Hey, did you find anyone?" She's like, "Yeah, I found my friend, but I'd have to go pick her up." And I was like, great. And at that time I realized I don't have a license and I can't drive. And so she runs off to get her date. We're like, oh crap, we gotta plan this thing. And so we should have planned 30 minutes before, and we're freaking out, we can't talk. So we decide on, okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to this crappy Mexican restaurant because it's cheap. But don't do that. And we're gonna go back to my house and watch Hotel Transylvania 2 because that was the only movie we had access to at that time. And so he gets her blind date. We awkwardly drive with my parents driving us to the restaurant. We go to dinner. We come back. The dinner sucked. We come back and watch the movie. And as we're getting up the stairs to go watch the movie, we round the corner, and me and my friend look as the women are in pursuit. We spot the double couch and the single couch. And due to the awkwardness of the situation, we both wanted the single couch, so we didn't have to sit by our dates, whom we barely knew. So I start leisurely skip to skip. Yeah, no, that's what I said. Okay, what I did wrong and how to do it right. Okay, first problem. We planned 30 minutes in advance when we should have planned probably a week in advance. Second problem. We didn't have We didn't have our license. Get your license, you lazy bum. And you probably shouldn't date until you have it. Because that's just dumb.
And money. You need money.
And money. Get a job. You filthy... No, but you're so perfect! Because you're watching my channel. You're going to be frisky fresh by the time we're done. And also, we didn't have dates. That's a problem. Have a plan A, a plan B, a plan C. You know what I mean? Infer what you must. The biggest thing when you're planning a date is there's a certain way you gotta do it if you want to do it perfectly. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to have something that's super crazy, super fun. Like, for example, playing hide and seek in IKEA. You never would have thought of that. That's freaking awesome. And then after that, you want to have something more lax where you guys can talk and really get to know each other in a more like social setting rather than running around trying to hide from somebody. Hide from somebody. What this does is this makes it so it really sets in their memory and they remember it and they're like, that was the best day that's the best date I've ever been on. And most importantly, stay frisky fresh.